Hello everyone, today is my great honor here to present our paper, Deep Decomposition for Stochastic, Normal and Abnormal Transport. Our target application is perfusion imaging and stroke diagnosis. Usually, ischemic strokes are caused by clots that block blood vessels. Perfusion scanning usually provides information on the injected local contrast agent's concentration space-time changing video. In our paper, we model the transport of those contrast agents by stochastic advection diffusion PDE. On the other hand, we also want to know about the potential abnormal patterns that cause the pathologies. Therefore, we design our predicted velocity and diffusion fields to be anomaly decomposed, such that each is constructed by the anomaly field and its corresponding anomaly-free field. We further establish a stochastic system to consider the model's prediction uncertainty. Specifically, we want our model to output a velocity field which is by construction divergence-free, and it could be decomposed into an anomaly value field and a corresponding normal velocity field. We therefore introduce our anomaly decomposed divergence-free vector representation theorem to achieve this requirement. Please refer to the main paper about details of the theorem and proofs. Similarly, we propose a representation theorem for expressing anomaly decomposed symmetric positive semi-definite diffusion tensors. In general, our learning scheme consists of two stages. We call the first stage physics modeling because in this stage, we resort to synthetic data to achieve supervised learning on the velocity vector and diffusion tensor fields that would drive an advection diffusion transport process. We design different levels and patterns of anomalies to encourage our model to decompose an abnormal field into its anomaly-free part and the abnormal pattern. In this stage, we also try to impose model uncertainties to be increasing with the extent of anomalies. In the second stage, we further fine-tune our model to real-world dataset where we only have the contrast agent's concentration time series, but we don't know the underlying ground truth velocity and diffusion values. Therefore, in this transport learning stage, supervisions are imposed only on the model's predicted concentration time series. For experiments, we compare our model with the state-of-art transport models for perfusion imaging. As you could see, given an advection diffusion transport process, our learning-based model is able to predict not only the overall velocity and diffusion fields, but also their corresponding anomaly patterns. Here we showed an example of our simulated synthetic brain advection diffusion video. Briefly, we first generate the anomaly-free diffusion and velocity fields and then apply a randomly generated anomaly value mask on these anomaly-free fields. Experiments in both 2D and 3D demonstrated our model's superiority in capturing both the overall velocity and diffusion values and their potential anomaly pattern. Please check out more numbers and experimental details in our original paper. We further test our model on public access brain perfusion dataset from 75 ischemic stroke patients. The provided golden standard lesion segmentation maps are used as reference for the ground truth anomalies. The results are actually pretty impressive. We show the results of 4 different stroke patients here. Our model successfully captures the stroke lesion patterns for each of them. We extensively analyze our performance from 3 different aspects, including the relative mean value and t-value between lesion and non-lesion hemisphere, and the AUC as an indicator of the model's segmentation performance. Clearly, the proposed model achieves the best scores across all metrics being compared. In conclusion, we propose a new state-of-the-art model for learning perfusion by stochastic advection diffusion PDEs with spatial varying physics parameters. We introduce 2 representation theorems for models to learn velocity and diffusion fields in their equivalent constraint-free spaces. The learned model is also capable of decomposing physics fields and their associated anomaly patterns. In order to boost our model's prediction accuracies, we create a normal-abnormal brain advection diffusion simulation dataset for supervised learning on the physics field and anomalies. Thanks a lot for your attention. For more details, please contact me or visit our UNC Biox group page.